too. I think most people see that as, I hear a lot of actors, they're like, God, this is my third time for this show. Why won't they just book me? I'm telling you, it's not, if they're calling you back in, and there's a reason. You fit that world,
Yeah.
and they're trying to fit you in somehow. Only one person can get the job. We know this, right? So, I was going in over and over. I was never discouraged by that. I was always encouraged by that and excited to do another thing, because each time I would just try to do it better. Like, what can I learn? What can I do? What am I doing wrong, or what am I not doing? So I would just watch the show as much as I could, because it was airing at that time, and then try to figure it out and see, what it is. How can I change what I'm doing? And maybe I'm not doing anything I need to change. Maybe I just need to keep doing myself, and I'll be fine.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to today's episode of Talent Agent Talk, where we are bringing you educational lessons and real-life stories behind the scenes of TV and film. I'm your host and a talent agent, Jason Lockhart, and today our guest is Omer Mughal.
Hey,
How's it
Jason.
going, man? It's so great to hang out with
Thank
you.
you for having me. I appreciate it. It
Yeah.
is an honor and a pleasure. So,
Well, you know what? I'll just come right out and say, like, hanging out with you on the AWP cruise was fucking great, dude.
super fun.
I felt like I had, like, I don't know, like an older colleague there, someone like around my age, who's like
Yes.
on set all the time and just like knows the industry with so much passion.
That was my first cruise
Ever?
ever. Yeah.
Well-
So super fun. Yeah, and I'm glad that it happened that way, that it did. We actually jumped on super last minute, because I really wasn't sure if I could pull it off with the, just conflicts and whatnot. And then 3 days before the cruise, we just pulled the trigger, and it was like, okay, there was a few cabins left, and so it all kind of worked out.
Wow, I didn't realize
So
that it
I'm
was.
glad we got to kind of hang for a little bit there, and yeah,
Yeah, I
it was
mean,
a good time.
you bring such great, like, I feel like you bring a wealth of passion and knowledge to this industry, and I know that you're teaching and working with aspiring actors, and I thought, like, we got to get you on here too.
Thank you.
And figure out, like, how can you have a big audience and give some great feedback and great lessons to
Yeah,
people.
thank you. Yeah, I do coaching, and I've been taping, other actors. The audition taping Atlanta is my self-tape service. I've been doing it since 2012, actually 2010, but technically on paper, LLC wise, I guess that's 2012. Yeah.
I can only imagine what you have learned just from doing that,
Yeah.
just from watching other actors.
Yes.
Do they tell you when they book?
Sometimes. Not always, but yeah, occasionally I'll get a text like, "Hey, I got a call back for that thing," or "I'm booked on that thing. Thank you." It's like, I didn't do anything. It was you. But
Hey,
it's always great to be part of that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think I found that I think my superpower is helping people, helping actors just feel safe and calm and relaxed so they can do the work. And new people come in to tape with me all the time, and they're obviously freaked out, and we just chat for a second, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
oh my God, thank you, man. This is great. And then they relax, and then we can actually get a good version of what they're capable of. So that, I think, is always a battle when even just now, just fighting traffic to get here, and it's July and it's 90 degrees, and we're trying to power through all the things and stay calm and relaxed and show up and have a good time. So yeah, it's been a journey, and we're still on it. So
Yeah, man. But you know what? I think the greatest thing that I heard come out of everything you just said was the importance of setting yourself up for success.
yes.
And so, like, when you're taping at home, even who your reader is a choice,
Yes.
and what headspace you're in, how's your breath. Like, these
Yes.
are things to take in. Like, set yourself up for success. Don't just do it and get it over with and hope for the best,
Yes. Absolutely.
And this is coming from a guy who's got, like, what, 1,287 credits? Like,
pretty close. Yeah.
looking at your reel, I mean, you've got... So, I
Thank
don't...
you.
Yeah, like, what credit should we even talk about today? I'd love to talk about, like, something where you had a great experience from an audition to set and a great lesson.
Okay. Well, it hasn't been talked about on this show yet, so I think we should talk about Vampire Diaries.
Vintage.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Oldie but goodie.
Yeah,
It was
classic.
one of those shows that was a pretty big part of the boom of Atlanta. And I think I got to, okay, well, if we're going to talk about that, then we got to get into,
What do we got
we
here?
got to get into Vampire Diaries mode. So pick a color, maroon or black.
Let's go black.
Let's go black. All right.
Oh,
You
man.
got to pop that on.
Sure.
And then
This might actually even fit me.
I'm going to pop this one on.
All right.
You got to get in the, it got in the Vampire Diary mode,
In
you
the
know?
CW mode.
The
as well.
CW
I like
mode.
that.
This was
Kinda
this was
going-
back when everybody was shooting their headshots with leather jackets.
You're right.
And-
Just to get on the CW.
And I think this show had a huge influence on headshots. Because
You know what it probably did with the head tilted down and the eyes looking up.
There,
You
ooh,
know,
yeah,
very-
there you go.
Look at that.
There we go.
That's sick.
Nice, nice. What's your vampire name?
My vampire name? Well, you know, I did do a vampire movie back when I was an actor. My name was Jason
Jason. Okay.
with an I.
With an I. Good. Okay,
Because
cool.
that's, you know, what vampires would do.
Nice, nice. Love it.
What's yours?
Well, on the show I was not a vampire, but I don't know, we should just choose one, right? How about Vladimir? Old
Call you
school.
Vlad for short.
Yeah, Vlad. Good. Nice, love it. Okay, so this was probably 2008, right? I think when the
Yeah.
show started, I think it started airing in 2009, so we're probably season 1. So I was privy to get on board season 1. I've been auditioning for this show, right? And okay, so it's crazy. So we were going live. This was in person, and
Who was casting it?
it was Marty Cherrick's.
She did it all the way through the end.
And-
She even did the spinoff.
Yes,
Because I worked with her in 2017.
yes, and Bajo Sonobi was
Yeah, and then
also
he came on board.
casting, and then they split off to the originals. So season 3. So season 1 started auditioning, going. It's probably once a week, twice a week. I was driving to Covington or somewhere else. I can't remember where, but you know, it's an hour drive. Go audition in person, turn around, go home. It's once or twice a week for like season 1. Coming in for co-stars, sometimes guest stars, sometimes a recurring co-star, something a little bigger. And then season 3 comes along, right? At this point, still auditioning, still going like once a week, twice a week,
Wow.
constantly going in over and over and over again. And season 3 comes along, and then they start the originals, right? So if you book Vampire Diaries, you cannot audition for the originals. If you book the originals, you can't audition for Vampire Diaries. It takes you kind of out of the game because it's the same
Yeah.
world, right? But either way, start auditioning for both shows. So now I'm going in once or twice a week for that one or that one. And then next season, season 4, season 5, they start doing a little bit of self-tape. And I think it was still all in person up until this point. And I got close on a bunch of stuff, right? Super close. There was one day where I went in, I forgot what the role was. Super cool. It was also, it had like a 3-episode arc. So kind of a big one. And I remember, you know, doing it, being in there. There's 3 or 4 people at the table. Marty's there. And I'm very comfortable with Marty because it's been
5
a
seasons.
plethora of auditions at this point, right? Yeah.
Imagine if you would just quit too.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too. I think most people see that as, I hear a lot of actors, they're like, God, this is my 3rd time for this show. Why won't they just book me? I'm telling you, it's not, if they're calling you back in, and there's a reason. You fit that world,
Yeah.
and they're trying to fit you in somehow. Only one person can get the job. We know this, right? So, I was going in over and over. I was never discouraged by that. I was always encouraged by that and excited to do another thing because each time I would just try to do it better. Like, what can I learn? What can I do? What am I doing wrong or what am I not doing? So I would just watch the show as much as I could because it was airing at that time and then try to figure it out and see, you know, what it is. How can I change what I'm doing? And maybe I'm not doing anything I need to change. Maybe I just need to keep doing myself and I'll be fine. Right. And So yeah, I never let it discourage me. I think I always found that as a positive thing. Like I got another one, I'm one step closer, right?
That's a great mentality.
I'm not booking this one, I'm trying to book the next one. So I want to do a good job right now. So the next time you see me, you're gonna say, he's even better than we thought. Let's give him that one instead of this one. That's kind of where my head was at. So I try to, just grow and get better every time you do it. So, and I'm still in class now. I'm still training now. And it's been, 20 years probably. So I think that's important. And a lot of people drop off and they don't continue to train. And you got to hone your craft. You got to stay in the gym. And those muscles will deteriorate if you are not constantly putting them to the test. You got to work them. And if you don't, it shows because right now things are slow. Things are trickling in and some people are coming in. And I've noticed a trend of, a high percentage of people are late for their appointments. I mean, that does not set you up for success.
That's crazy.
You got to come in, show up early, right? Make sure.
Are they going to show up late to set?
Right. Why would you set yourself up for failure? If you're coming in,
you have control over getting there on time.
Yes. I know it's a hard thing to do. I get it. It's hard. But if this is important to you, then
that's the key sentence.
Make
key question. How important is this to you?
How important is it? Because these opportunities, they're far and few in between right now. And we were very lucky. I mean, that time period might be over when we were getting 2-3 auditions a day, 5 a week, 7 a week. That's insane numbers.
Yeah.
LA and New York don't get that. They're getting 1 or 2 a month if they're lucky, right? So we were so fortunate to do that. And I was really excited about the fact that getting the repetition in.
Yeah.
So I was, I started late in my career. I wasn't a child actor. I didn't start training until I was 30. I was 29, I think. And then I was in class as often as I could be. I was there 3 to 5 days a week initially. I stayed for a long time. I worked hard. I put my time in, and I'm still training, still doing it because you can always grow. You can always get better. You can always improve.
You never know what you're going to learn in class on Thursday that you're going to put into an audition on Friday that you then book and make money for 6 months. Or actually forever with residuals.
Yes.
Yes. If you think about it like that. Okay, so did you ever book Vampire Diaries?
Yes, sorry. So yes. So back to so I remember going in this one time and there's 3 or 4 of them at the desk, and then I did the whole thing, and there was one last button at the end, and it was written, and it was like, 'cause I'm a monster was the line, something like that. And something happens right before that moment. And I did the whole thing. I was in it and I got lost. And I didn't say that last line, right? I just didn't say it. But I did the action of whatever it was. And it was like I had a needle and I injected some dude with something. And I just stayed there with that, right? And I dropped the needle and just looked at him or whatever, had a moment there. And that was it. And I forgot. I was gone. I was in it. And then they were like, cut. Great. All right. And I didn't think about it later until like, oh, God, I forgot the last line was kind of important. But I'm walking out. I'm in the parking lot. And Marty's like, hey, chasing me down. Omer, come back. So they brought me back in. I read again for a different role. Smaller part, but they brought me back in again over and over and over. So at this point in time, okay, so now we're at season 7.
Oh my gosh.
Right? So finally booked. After season 7, I've been auditioning since season 1. I had 77 auditions for this show. 77. Finally booked 77. And I...
Can you imagine asking a woman on a date 77 times, 76 times and hearing no, and still having the balls to ask a 77th?
No, I don't think I would ever.
I don't think I would either.
I would have given up on the second or third. But yeah, persistence, right? And the opportunity was there, and I felt like I was always really close. And I think I was, I auditioned for a vampire, a wolf, a warlock, a witch, every kind of cool creature that came on that show. And I ended up booking Cooper, just a human, regular human. and
you are
I
a human.
died at the hands of Damon Salvatore, which
That's pretty cool.
Ian Somerhalder. Every teenage girl's dream is to get bitten by that guy. So I did that. So yeah.
Super cool, man.
So yeah, it took a while, but
It's a hell of a story, though, and that's a great lesson. You know, the 77 auditions,
yeah,
and honestly, from my seat, I'll have actors say like, "I've auditioned for the show so many times," and they get stressed and they do want to quit, and they
Yeah.
kind of vent about it.
Yeah.
This is the lesson that's a good sign.
yeah, they're trying to bring you back. They're trying to fit you in, and only one person can get the job. So just keep showing up and doing good work. And it's a puzzle. They're trying to fit you in somehow. And if they're calling you back in, then you fit that world somehow, right?
Yeah.
It's whether it's your tone or your style or your face, the shape of your face might not fit, right? And you don't belong in that show, and regardless of how good of an actor you are. So I think a lot of times it is just have faith and keep showing up, keep doing good work.
Showing up.
And if you can, try to improve, get better each time you get it, right? Especially if it's a show.
I love that too. I love you saying, I'm going to show up and I'm going to show them that I'm worth more than the role they're giving me. That's awesome.
Yeah. I think Erica Arvold said one time, she said that she loves booking guest star actors for co-star roles.
Well, that's her doing a good job. She is giving production someone who's worth more,
Yes.
you know?
And they can handle the work,
Mhm.
right? If you're only at a co-star level, and I know we all think we're series regular level, but it does take time to build up to that point. And some people are ready for that and some people aren't, because there's other parameters that
Sometimes
you're
the stars
unaware
just
of.
align. But
Yeah. And sometimes you get thrown to the wolves and you excel and you rise up and you do the job. And I have a friend who's, he got thrown into Tyler Perry world very quickly early in his career, and he only had a few credits and a couple years of training, and that is a whole different animal.
Yeah.
And that is, I was on set for that show, or a couple of his shows, but the last one I was on set for, he shot 4 episodes of one of his shows in the morning. We broke for lunch, and then 4 more episodes of a different series.
Wow.
So 8 episodes in one
In
day.
a day.
And if you're one of the series regs on that show, you're having to learn
Everything. Yeah.
4
Up
episodes.
to 22 episodes in a 14-day span.
It's kind of insane. And so it forced him to rise up to this level that was just a soap opera speed.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
not everybody can rise up.
Yes.
You know, I've actually had people get fired from stuff because they show up to Marvel and they're just not able to hack it for 3 hours, to do the moving shot and that monologue at the same time. And that's the worst call that an agent can get.
Yeah.
But it lets me know that not every actor has what it takes. And I think in this one particular instance, I think it was just lack of preparation and confidence.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be anything for anyone.
Yeah, that's why setting yourself up for success, right?
Circling back.
And
yeah.
I think that I've seen it 100 times where people will come in late, and just that simple thing, just show up 20, 30 minutes early, even if it's to sit in your car and just refresh your notes, review what you're about to do, and also think about the technical things too. If you're coming to self-tape with me, then you're familiar with my room. You know what it looks like and what it feels like, and you know the space you have to work with. So try to envision sort of that environment and how you're going to block it out before you get there. Right? Try to pre-plan.
Do the prep.
Pre-plan as much as you can. Do the prep. And that's a lot of times people don't think about that side of the prep, of the technical aspect of it. And that in itself can throw you off 100%, right? And if that throws you off, then you're in your head and now you're not present in the moment, and you're flustered and you start getting nervous. So I think it's just having the discipline, I guess, to force yourself to really overdo your prep. I mean, it's important.
I love that you said discipline, because I love theater actors and I love athletes. And I think both the theater and the world of sports take so much discipline to be successful.
Yes.
And so does this.
Yes.
You know,
We're emotional, vocal, physical athletes as well.
yeah, you're using your body.
You're
It's
using
the
your voice and
entire-
your body.
yeah, I mean,
It's voice and body. You got to train the voice and body. Yeah, it's not just scene study. There are other techniques out there, and you gotta try them. You gotta work on all the things, right?
yeah, man. Well, and speaking of working on all of the things, you know, I don't know how many credits I said you have, and I don't know how many you actually have, but it seems like hundreds. Do you have a dream role? Is there something that you're like reaching for, or hoping that the audition comes across that you know?
I do. I think it is okay. My dream role would be number 4 or 5 on the call sheet
Okay, so you're not even aiming that high.
of a series. You know, I want to be on the poster, but
Okay.
it's a lot of pressure to be number 1 and 2. And for my first big one, I think I can hang back and watch and learn from a few people that are
Yeah.
ahead of me.
Are you thinking
So-
procedural or?
Oh yeah, love procedurals for sure.
I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't be a series regular on a procedural.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate
You
it.
just need the audition.
Yeah, I think so. So number 3 or 4 on the call sheet, 4 or 5. That way, you're on the poster, but you're there. Maybe you're the B story or C story, but you're not always the A story. And that series gets a spinoff and maybe gets picked up for a movie. I think that trajectory would be a dream role
It
for
sounds
sure.
like you're laying out the groundwork for longevity of success.
Oh yes, thank you.
Which is a good thing to do. Well, dude, great having you here.
Yes, thank you.
You're a champ. You're a
I
champ in
appreciate
this
it.
market, and I know that you really speak from the heart about educating, and I love it. I wish you so much success. I almost forgot the best part. You win a free car for being on the show.
Yes, I
Reach
am.
your hand in this bag and get one.
It's like the price is right. Oh, let's see what we get. All right, it is. Ooh, oh, what? DeLorean Alphas.
Whoa. That's a sick color.
That
What do
is-
you even call that color?
Nice. It's like a satin finish, kind of a tangerine, satin
All
copper,
right, yeah.
satin copper maybe.
We'll go with that.
I love it. Oh, I have something for you actually.
Oh, really? You mean I don't get to keep the jacket?
Yeah.
No, I'll get the jacket.
Yeah. Let's see here. Well, I know that I always see you drinking these guys.
Oh, man. I'm about to be
So,
really
I
happy.
wanted to.
What?
I wanted you to choose one. I forgot I was going to do that earlier, but
I've never seen this before.
yeah, this one's a little more organic and better ingredients. That other stuff you drink it's got a lot of things in it, especially if
You're
you're
right.
drinking it all
I'm going with the
day,
blackberry.
every day. Nice. And I would crack this
Cool.
open with you right now, but it's pretty late in the day.
You're
and
right.
I will never sleep if
You're
I
right.
do this. But save it for your
Cheers
next.
to next time. And to our audience for tuning in, thank you. Thank you to Jesse Malinowski and Get Seen for producing our show. And if you would like to be a guest on our show because you got your own cool booking story or lesson, reach out to us directly. It's talentagenttalk@gmail.com. Again, that's talentagenttalk@gmail.com. Omer, you're the man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
And thanks for the jacket.
Yeah, of course.